respected dignitaries, eminent personalities on the dais, and of course the organizers, I think, who've had probably sleepless nights organizing this event, and of course the bright, smart, ignited minds. I'm talking about all of you, huh? इतना सन्नाटा क्यों है? I'm talking about you. So one big round of applause for all of you. So namaskar and a very good afternoon to all of you. I'm not going to talk about hackathon or AI or IoT. What I'm going to share with you today is the journey of transformation, a wonderful journey of last 40 years, which has happened at 3 different levels. But before that, I want to give you a problem statement. I was just thinking about it. आप लोग यहाँ पे इतने प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने वाले हो, तो एक प्रॉब्लम क्यों ना मैं भी दे दूँ. You know, this is something which has become a part and parcel and a part of our body also. And we install all kinds of apps, right? करते हैं ना install, ये ऐप आ गया, वो ऐप आ गया. But there is one app which is invisible. What is that app? It is called distraction, a distractor app, right? So क्यों ना हम एक प्रॉब्लम बनाए और या एक सोल्यूशन ढूंढ ले जिससे ये ऐप को डिसेबल किया जाए. कर सकते हैं क्या? यस और नो? काफी साइलेंस है यार यहाँ पे. आपने ब्रेकफास्ट वगैरह किया है ना ठीक से? नहीं किया है? तो देन आई थिंक आई एम स्टैंडिंग बिटवीन यू एंड the much awaited lunch probably. But I am here, and as a alumni I need to do justice, right? So really proud to be here, but as I said, let's go back to the topic. और अगर आप लोग ये 3 दिन में अगर ये solution ढूंढ सकते हैं तो please contact me. I will market it and भर के आपको पैसा मिलेगा, because I think this is an issue all across. And this is what I keep telling the team, I keep telling the workmen, क्योंकि हमारा जो focus and span of attention है, because of this it has got really narrowed. हम लोग एक देखते हैं फिल्म, चलो आगे 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 आगे, रील सगे रील बनवता है तो बाकी दुनिया रील बगत बसतात. बरोबर है ना? राइट और नो? यस? ओके, तो थोड़े देर के लिए एटलीस्ट एक तो सोल्यूशन निकाल दीजिए कि थोड़े देर के लिए ये डिस्ट्रैक्टर ऐप को बाजू में रख दीजिए. So now I'll come to the last 40 years. And this 3 levels, I'll start off with the first level, which is at the generation level. At the top level, you know, it's a very wide discussion which we're going to have today. आपने एक phrase सुना होगा when you talk about generation. You know, every generation feels कि भाई अगला जनरेशन है वो निकम्मा है. और आपने ये सुना होगा कि भाई हमारे ज़माने में. All of you heard this? Yes? You heard, na? So, I want to, and whatever I have seen, I have experienced, I want to actually call it a myth, because I feel that the next generation is always smarter, is much more open, is much more brighter. So अगर आप देखोगे that when the generation का जो transformation हुआ है, and I think when I look at all of you, I just want you to think about a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old who is using an iPad with ease. कभी आपने देखा है? You seen a 3-year-old, 4-year-old using a mobile phone or an iPad? So what is the feeling you get? आप लोग बोलते हो ना भाई यार क्या स्मार्ट लड़का है, स्मार्ट लड़की है, स्मार्ट लड़की है, राइट? यस? So that is what is happening, and I have seen this. So generation after generation, I think we are becoming smarter. So that is one part of it. Let me now get on to the second level, and that's at the national level. how the transformation has really happened. All of you are aware there was an incident which happened in 1983. क्या था वो? Yes, and World Cup. All cricket fans, cricket is a religion. So मैं जब सोचता था कि भाई ठीक है, 1983 में हम लोगों ने वर्ल्ड कप जीता, ये सब कुछ हो रहा है, and there was such a fan and fair around it. But let me tell you, there was a reason. I was actually thinking, भाई क्या है? It was such a big thing about it. And even today it is. But do you know why? There is a deeper meaning to it, and that's where I feel and I connect it with what happened in India. I have grown in the 70s and 80s. Growing up at that time, whatever my memories are, that time India was a lost country. Trust me, it will be a shock for all of you. We were losing not just the cricket matches, but we were a loser country on economic front. We were just not there on the global canvas at all. I'm sure the people here on dais and the professors who are here, I'm sure they will connect with what I'm saying. We were a losing country. And do you know what was projected to the world about India? We were a country of snake charmers and bullock carts. Because that was visible on CNN, that was visible on BBC. So world used to think that we are a nation which is way behind all of them. So that's where, and हम लोग कटोरा लेके जाते थे वर्ल्ड बैंक के पास, it was like a debt-ridden country. जो हम लोग आज श्रीलंका के बारे में बात करते हैं और we speak about some other nations. We were at that dire state. And that's why this 1983 जो वर्ल्ड कप था, it actually gave us something to really cherish about. But look at what has happened. Fast forward 30 years, what has happened? You and me are a part of a very different kind of India. Yes? Yes or no? You agree? So we are a country which is winning. आज की तारीख में हमारा जो loss and win है क्रिकेट का, it is very low losses and high wins. So उसके बारे में हम लोग ज़्यादा लगता नहीं है. That is just cricket. But look at the other fields. Look at IT. Look at startups. Majority of global companies have Indian CEOs, or rather CEOs with Indian origin. We are now at a cusp where we are regarded, we are respected, and it's amazing. So this is the transformation which has happened at the national level. Now let me share with you the transformation at a sectoral level. And this is where, again, I have seen the banking sector very closely. आज हम लोग मोबाइल पे क्या करते हैं? 5 रुपए चाहिए, ठीक है, ले लो भाई. Every hawker, I think beggar मैंने नहीं देखा है अभी तक, but शायद उसके पास भी QR कोड होंगे. But I have seen on Pune streets, I have seen a guy, वो फटका मारता है ना अपने आप को, आपने देखा होगा ना, वो यहाँ पे QR कोड लेके घूम रहा है. This is what UPI has done. But do you know when computerization started, or when this digital revolution started, there was an anti-computerization movement. Banking का मैं अगर बात करूं, because we're talking about UPI, which is a transformation of the banking segment. There were strikes which were happening कि भाई नहीं चाहिए computerization, ये बंद करो. क्यों? ये कंप्यूटर हमारा जॉब खा लेगा. We were the last when it comes to adoption of computers, in especially the banking industry. And look at what has happened today. We have leapfrogged all kinds of generations of IT. और आज हम लोग इतने आसानी से पैसा ट्रांसफर कर रहे हैं. If somebody would have told anyone, I'm sure nobody would have visualized at that time, but किसी ने बोला होता कि भाई ऐसा हम लोग मोबाइल टू मोबाइल पैसा ट्रांसफ़र करेंगे, आई थिंक वो बंदे को पागल बोल देते थे लोग. But that was the kind of anti-computerization wave and we've got over it. So this is the kind of transformation which has happened at a sectoral level. Now you will ask me, भाई क्या किस लिए बोल रहे हो ये transformation generation India? But if you were to connect, see there is a reason why I'm telling this. If you connect these three dots, you will notice that what technology has done today, it has actually redefined the entire way in which we live our lives. And this change has actually happened again at three levels. The first level is a very, 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 very basic level, जहाँ पे हम लोग बोलते हैं चलो productivity, efficiency, convenience, so all these things have actually, our life is becoming much more easy. What is the second level? And that I think is very, very important from the perspective of what you are going to do today. Is technology has given us the power to scale up, to build scale. हम लोग Uber और Ola की बात कर रहे थे. Just imagine the kind of trips which are being managed by one single app. This is the power of technology. This is the scale which has been built up. Look at Amazon, what is happening. The amount, the sheer number of deliveries which happen. छोटे-छोटे चीज़ें, मेरा charger नहीं है, small things. And they deliver it to you so very fast and at scale. So that's the second. But the third most important thing, and which is actually happening today, and that is where probably I would like to see more and more contribution coming, is the power to do social transformation. So the first level, of course, is productivity, efficiency, and all that, scale. And the third most important thing, it's at a much higher level, is the power to transform the social fiber. And that is what has already started happening. And I would like to see a lot of you to really, put your brains together and work out something on this front. Last but not the least, sir, you spoke about failing. And I think I got a cue from that. I think there is a term called fail fast. Typically हम जो startup की बात करते हैं, there is a lot of money which is, or cash burn होता है उसमें. But there is now a term called fail fast. When you talk about new things, you talk about innovation, you talk about experimentation, failure तो होना है, लेकिन भाई जल्दी fail करो और जल्दी fail हो जाओ और उसमें से बाहर निकलो, so your damage is restricted because nobody has unlimited resources or cash to deploy. So fail fast is something which is really catching up. So given this entire background, I just want to now tell you and sum up. The way I look at it is that today I think we have a fantastic platform. India is going great guns. I think if at all you get a chance, please explore what is happening in the Startup India initiative. And as I speak here today with you, there is a Startup Mahakumbh which is happening in Delhi, where thousands of startups, a lot of incubators are participating there. And the government is actually taking so much initiative, so much push to this entire startup movement. And of course, I'm glad to see that MIT has also taken steps in this direction, and it's phenomenal. So, I think today we have a fantastic platform. All of you are empowered, all of you are smart, all of you bright minds. I think today you have a power to dream, the power to create, the power to visualize. So please use that and go all out and crack this hackathon. So all the very best to all of you. Such a proud moment for you, for me, to stand here in front of all of you. Thank you so much. God bless you. All the very best. Thank you.